Welcome to the Jabir Show. I'm Kenzie Fell. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving, and we're back with the University of Dayton women's assistant basketball coach, Cameron Whitaker. We're going to talk to Coach about the latest news happening with the women's basketball team. Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you.
So last time I talked to Coach Jabir, and he was preparing for the matchup against Vanderbilt. And it took place on the road in Nashville on the 24th, but the team struggled. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, anytime you go into an opponent such as Vanderbilt in the SEC, they had a big home court advantage. I played there as a player, and their court is a lot different. The benches are on each end, and the court is raised. So it's a difficult, not to make excuses, but it's a difficult gym to play in.
Mm-hmm.
They were coming off 2 losses to Marquette and Duke, and we knew they were going to be ready to go. And they were. They shot amazingly from the field. They went 8 for 11 from the three-point line. As part of our game plan to stop the three-point shots, and we were not able to do that. They shot extremely well, and anytime you're in a gym like that, it's going to be difficult.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So their stats were season high of 57.4 from the field, and from the three-point range, they're 72.2. So what do you guys have to change defensively to help prepare against that?
Well, defensively, we're really not going to change anything. We really like to focus on the fundamentals and stick to our principles. We just have to focus more on who the shooters are and trying to make sure we find them and make sure we're closing out with our hands high and trying to contest those shots and making them more difficult. I felt like Vanderbilt got some open looks and they weren't necessarily contested. And I think that's a big part of what we need to do to improve.
I know in high school, I remember if a team was hot, you really had nothing you could do against them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Okay, so some exciting news in the Flyer world is that the junior guard, Andrea Hoover, got named to the 2013-2014 Naismith Trophy early season 50-player watch list for women's basketball. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, Andrea, she's so deserving of everything she gets recognition for, and not only her, a lot of people on our team, but being a part of that watch list is amazing. I know I was looking at the list and all the players, you've got players from Duke, Christina Fogarty from Vanderbilt, unbelievable players that she's in company with, and so it's an honor for her and for our program, I think even more so for Dayton, to be on that list of top 50 players to watch, and she deserves it. She works so hard. She puts in extra time. She's the one taking charges. And a lot of times her stats don't show up, but all the things that she does for us and for our team, she's the heart and soul of our team, and she deserves it.
And for the Atlantic 10, she was the only representative. So that's a big honor.
It is a big honor. When you look at the list, you're looking at, like I said, players from Duke, from Stanford, from Cal, from all these teams that go to Final Fours and big big BCS level SEC, ACC conferences. So for the Atlantic 10 to have a player on that list, it's good for the conference, it's good for Dayton, and it's good for Andrea.
Exactly. So your next game is the 5th, this Thursday, against Central Michigan. The Chippewas are 2-4, and they just had a big win against Xavier. So what's the game plan for Thursday?
This is a tough team. 2-4, their record doesn't really show who they are. They haven't played one game at home yet. So I'm sure they'll be ready to take it at us at home. And coming off the big win against Xavier, they lost to Kansas, they lost to Duke, Kentucky. They played a really tough schedule. So they're going to be ready to play us. Our game plan, we've got to go into it and really understand that we've got to guard the dribble drive. The team is really athletic. They got a really good guard in Bradford, and got a couple other kids that can shoot the three. So shooting the three and being able to contest the three-point shot is going to be big for us defensively.
How are you guys going to prepare the girls for a bounce-back game after that loss against Vandy?
Well, I think they're pretty motivated. We watched film today. We met and we talk a lot. We've had 2 pretty tough practices back-to-back after Thanksgiving. And, I think they're eager to get back on the floor and play a game and quit going against each other and practice. Sometimes this time of year, you've gone and practiced so much, they're just ready to play a game. So I don't think we'll have to do much motivating. We're just going to really have to understand the game plan, and they've got to be focused and ready to go.
So you were a player for Western Kentucky, correct?
Yes.
So as a player, what fueled you to bounce back after a tough loss?
I think as a Division I athlete, or just as an athlete, you don't even have to be a college athlete, you kind of motivate yourself. And whenever we got beat, I was really motivated to get in the gym, watch film, try to figure out, what can I get better at, what can I improve on, and how can I help our team. And hopefully our girls are doing that. I think they are. We've got great kids. They work extremely hard. They want to win. They want to get better. And we know they're highly capable of doing that. And so that's what I did as a player, and I think our kids will be exactly the same.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck this weekend versus the Chippewas. After the Central Michigan game, the ladies will have a 10-day break until their next home women's basketball game on Sunday, December 15th at 2 p.m. versus Washington State. It'll be the Flyers alumni game with a pregame reception and halftime reception of former UD women's basketball players. Dayton women's basketball season tickets are available for $30 per person. Season tickets will get you into the 12 regular season Flyer women's basketball games at UD Arena this season, starting with the home opener November 15th versus Akron. Season tickets are available for purchase online by visiting the UD ticket office or calling 937-229-4433. There are also opportunities to support the Flyers in one more road game. Join the UD women's basketball bus trip to the University of Toledo on December 22nd. It will cost $30 a person. For more information, please contact Tyler Barczyk at tbarczyk1@udayton.edu. Also, we have the photo of the week. Thank you so much for submitting it. Look how nice that Flyer pride is. And don't forget, also submit your question of the week so Jim Jabir might answer it on our show. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Jim Jabir Show.